Welcome to Never a Dull Moment. I'm Greg Blythe, and I'm very excited to share with you a double unboxing. I have had this for more than a minute, and I cannot wait to actually use these knives in my kitchen on a regular basis. What we have today is we have Mazaki. Okay, so Mazaki-san is quite young when it comes to blacksmiths. Okay, Mazaki-san is from Hokkaido Island, and just one day decided to be all bored and jump on the motorcycle and go for a ride, and Sanjo bound we end up, and then all of a sudden we fall in love with the process of knife making. At Yoshikane or Yoshikane, depending on how you say it, he's spent 5 years learning and training and puts out very traditional knives. White number 2 tends to be the steel of choice, even though if you look hard, you can occasionally find an Aogami Damascus. Definitely up in price if you find that particular one, but white number 2 is just a love for him. If you know the steel, it's just pure, clean, very sharp. You will notice that these knives are very traditional. What I do want to point out when we finally look at these knives is the knife itself looks, the shape of the knife, it looks aggressive. It looks like the sharpest knife that I could possibly own. It makes me excited to actually use it. I don't know how sharp it is. I will tell you that I was warned in many of the knife forums that the MIGAKI finish that we're going to show you on one of them is supposedly highly reactive. We will find out when we cut an onion today if it's going to discolor itself rapidly. So today we have...
Are you sure?
We do. We're going to find out so you guys would know if you decide to buy that knife, if it's something you're going to want to deal with. So let's unveil 2 beautiful knives done by Mazaki-san. So this particular knife is the one that I said, I just think it looks sharp. It looks aggressive. There's just something about the point, something about the heel, the profile. It just looks like it's ready to do work. We will definitely take a look at the fit and finish going into the handle. I just love the... It's a Kuriichi NASHIJI finish. The NASHIJI is supposed to be pear-like, meaning it has like a pear skin. It has a softness to it. I will say that it's there. The Kuriichi is that darkness.
There we go.
I'll have my wife put her finger on there to just feel the soft texture that you can feel like in the metal off of the kanji.
That feels cool, actually.
Okay. So the sister to this knife, this one being 240 millimeter, this is the 245 millimeter.
Okay, seriously. But they're not the same.
Well, they're not the same.
I know, but geez Louise.
So this is the MIGAKI finish, and you can see the profile, everything is different. It looks like the profile is the same. It looks like the height is the same. Trying to get the boxes organized here. I don't know if both of them are supposed to be reactive or just the MIGAKI. Again, they're both white number 2. So I don't know why one would be reactive without the other one being reactive.
True.
Okay.
Oh, camera, sorry.
So that was a microphone burst. We won't need that anymore. All right. So let's just go ahead and take a quick look down the spines and see if they're identical. They do seem to have the distal taper. It seems like the Kuriichi might be a little thinner at the bottom, at the tip.
Yeah. I would say yes. I mean,
I would say that the grind at the handle is about the same thickness.
You're angled, honey.
I don't.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna look and see if both of these knives come in at the same sharpness. Let's get some sunlight on there. Now I'm gonna turn around. I was gonna try to do it like this, and I just don't feel comfortable. I feel like,
Yeah.
so let's see if it's as sharp as it looks. Oh, we're gonna need one of those devices.
There we go.
All right, batter up. Okay, we like the 138. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, just my camera did something weird. I can barely see the number.
Well, 138 was what we had. Let's test a different part of the blade. We like a 110. And we'll test the sister or the brother, whichever one you want to call it. I mean, that was, it's like instant. So 115, I mean, it caught me off guard that it had actually popped the monofilament.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I just didn't, it was just done. So we'll go in a little deeper on this. Okay.
Well, there you go.
So we have two very sharp knives. So as we said before, we're going to find out if the oxidation on this is really bad. And I'm going to cut some paper first, and then I'm going to cut an onion and then just look at it. And let's see what happens.
Wet a cloth though, just.
Okay, so I thought I had some paper out and paper towels. I guess I was not as prepared as I thought I was, because I was positive that I had that out.
That one's a little damp.
Okay, we have that like.
Ooh, I wasn't even ready for you to do that. I was busy tearing paper towels, honey. Like I didn't even hear it, it was so quiet. Like when you first started, I didn't even know you were doing it. Seriously. It's the quietest thing ever, I think. Good job, honey. He likes it. He could sit there and do that all day long.
This one's just pretty.
No, that's the normal.
It just catches and.
It just makes little tiny pieces of fringy pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Paper towel. And then an onion.
Or an apple.
An apple, onion.
Cut, yeah.
I think my paper towel technique was better.
Might be our paper towels.
Huh?
Might be our paper towels.
Well, it shouldn't matter. The paper towel shouldn't matter.
Or just the knife.
The sharper knife won.
That is the sharpest. I feel like that's, I mean, no, it's not, but it acts like.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, time for some oxidation. So my wife is cringing on this for a second because she knows they're pretty.
Are you serious right now? He's got to make paper with everything, apparently. What the hell?
Apple paper.
Oh my gosh.
So we have some moisture on the knife.
That one's going to cut anything, honey.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Okay, so
Okay.
You want the wet towel?
No, we're not getting a wet towel.
Ah.
We're gonna like let it do stuff. Okay. Onion time. My wife is bumping into everything, guys.
Well, it's where I have to stand, honey.
I will say that so far from the apple, and I'm not sure the acidity of the apple. I know apples can change color due to their pH if there isn't some acidity in, say, like lemon water. And this apple hasn't changed color either.
Well, it takes more than a minute for the apple itself to change color. Like it takes.
Yes, so I don't know if
Oh, wow.
its pH would change the alkalinity of the knife. So far from an apple, we have not changed the alkalinity of the knife. So we are going to wipe the knife. I will say that if you'll notice, there's a little discoloration on the paper towel that came off the knife itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you think that's like packing oil or something? Or?
We will find out. Okay. I'm using the same part of the knife repeatedly. I'm going to leave that right there. And then, like my wife said, we will see if there's any type of oxidation that happens from that. And if we need to do like time-lapse photography, I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to let my wife back out of the scene, and I'm going to ask her to wash that knife with soap and water. I had expected that oxidation to happen pretty rapidly. I'm asking my wife, do we see discoloration right here? I would not say that I saw discoloration at any rate that was alarming.
I mean, right
Like right in here?
Yeah, maybe. That's
Where
what
it's
I
just a little bit extra moisture?
That's what I see, yes. Yeah, I can't see it when you keep picking it up. There you go.
Okay. So let's wipe it, see if we get, so we got,
What? Okay, they can't see that. Whoa. Okay.
yeah, there's, you
Yeah,
can see the
I-
brown on the paper. I
Yes.
saw it in the camera, so I'm not worried
Yes,
about
it just
it.
wasn't clear, and now I've got it clear. So can I wash it now because it's freaking me out?
I'm not freaked out. That's why we have rusty razors and a whole knife show. So I don't see that the oxidation, so okay, now here's the backside. We have knives that oxidize faster, but
yes,
we
it
are
does.
we are going to wash this with soap and water real fast. Okay, so I'm gonna let my wife grab that real quick and hit that with soap and water. Okay. So like I said, we have a Hatsukokoro, Kuriichi, Tachimi, Damascus, ironclad that the oxidation is almost instantaneous. We also have a Saji, stag handle, blue number 2, Damascus. The oxidation is almost instantaneous. So I had a lot of fear that this was going to be pretty bad. I would definitely tell you with carbon steel knives, keep a wet, like a damp towel handy. Do your cutting, occasionally wipe your knife on the towel, and that will help you to remove it. Remember, you have your rust eraser that has a little bit of an aggressive grit. If you have to use the rust eraser, you might find that you have scratched the finish of your knife. Okay, so again, if you're gonna play with Japanese knives, carbon steel knives, these are the types of things that you'll have to contend with.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to ask my wife when she gives me back this knife to go ahead before I cut with this one and wash it with soap and water, and then we're gonna cut the rest of the onion with both and see where we're seeing the
Worse
oxidation.
on the other side.
So we can see the patina, the discoloration that has happened on that side.
They can't see that from there, babe.
Okay, so I will show that to you in a second when my wife is back with the other knife. So a lot of times, like you guys know, we don't cut the camera, we don't do movie magic, we do this in real time. So my wife is actually working around at the sink, some sink bridges that I have in the sink from some other videos we shot earlier today. So what we wanted to do, in case there is some packing oil on the knives, we're trying to remove the packing oil to see if this is going to oxidize at a much faster rate. And we also want to see if they both oxidize equally fast or if it's just the one. It would be odd that the blacksmith using white number 2 on both knives, it would be odd that one would react faster than the other. If you guys have any answers for that, I'd love to hear about it in the comment area. I think we've had this knife in the closet for over a year. Okay, so my wife is going to catch you guys with the discoloration that is on the back of that knife.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to do some cutting. I'm going to use just a certain part of the knife so that all of the acid is just hitting one part of the knife. We'll definitely know. I mean, super fine paper pieces.
Did you save some for the other knife?
Yep, that's what we did. We went halfway. So we have that there. That is clean. All right, we're on the watch. We'll let some light in there and see what we see.
There's light in there.
So just understand that carbon steel knives are supposed to get a patina. That patina is a little bit of rust that's going to actually help to protect from more future very damaging rust. I would say that so far that I see it more on the Migaki finish.
Okay. Do we turn it over?
I was just gonna do that. So I would say that the Kuriichi finish is definitely holding itself up a little better.
Could be something different with heat treat or something because of.
Again, the metals themselves
Yeah.
should be equally reactive. If this was stainless clad, then I would expect no reaction except for the core. If it's ironclad, which is what it is, then it would be reactive on everything, not just the core steel. Mm-hmm. The other one I expect to be as well, you know, a Kuriichi finish. And I mean, the Kuriichi finish should also be ironclad. So I don't really know why. Definitely if you guys have something to say, and you can see that the oxidation on the Migaki finish is there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would say this is hyper reactive. Because of my reaction to the Hatsukokoro knife being so instantaneous, I am a little bit buffered on this as far as like, I get it, you know. Okay, so the Kuriichi finish, definitely it was like what, 5 points duller. Just beautiful. The reaction on that, soap and water clean, extremely good.
Sorry, microphone.
Okay. So, little lesson on your carbon knives. And if you're in the market for either, I think this Kuriichi finish, this Kuriichi NASHIJI, it's just gorgeous. And definitely it fights the oxidation a little bit. Well, those are two extremely sharp knives, so that made this definitely not a dull moment. We have some onions that we're able to use for some food, maybe some carnitas, which would be very nice. I'm actually just glad to be able to add these to the kitchen and use them a lot more. And I'm glad to do a double unboxing for you guys and ramp it up a little bit. We appreciate you checking in with us. We love the support that we get you guys. We'll see you again Friday night at 8 o'clock. Thank you as always for checking in. God bless.